What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from Universal's Epic Universe. I know it has been quite a while, but as you can see right here, there has been a ton of progress. Cranes are in the air all over the place. There's a lot to see and do. Let's go! One of the first buildings that we're going to take a look at is this one, and this is going to be for something Harry Potter related. A gigantic show building, though. And as we can see here, tons of cranes in the air, very tall ones too. And check this out, folks. A roller coaster has gone vertical, and presumably that's going to be for Donkey Kong. This area over here is for the Universal Monsters area of the park, and apparently Frankenstein's castle. Another look at Donkey Kong with some of the supports. Hundreds of employees work at Epic Universe currently, and it's only going to get busier as rides are starting to go up all over the place. They're pushing a lot of dirt, and we have presumably a new fence line right here. Surveying is ongoing around the site. Crews are making sure everything is in accordance. This building is a part of the Super Nintendo area of the park. Lots of work going on for that. Throughout the update, I couldn't get over the fact that how many cranes they had in the air. I counted at least 15. And here's a better look again at that new Harry Potter edition of the park. Oh yeah, have we said this show building is big? Well, it's gigantic. Lots of forms all over the place in the Universal Monsters area. Yet another look at Donkey Kong. I thought it was kind of neat seeing Rocket in the background. Little better look at some of those supports and what looks to be a brake run area of the ride. Whatever it is, it's a long straight piece of track. I-beam supports likely for another building or for one that's already going up currently. It's going to be really hard for our viewers to get a grasp of just how big Epic Universe is. In the foreground, we have Super Nintendo, in the background, stuff for Potter. Crews have been very busy assembling the rides for Donkey Kong, as well as some of the other coasters that are going to be coming in very soon. In fact, there's a new track in the storage lot. We'll show you that in just a little bit. Speaking of track, some of the Yoshi track that we showed you in a previous update. Here's a quick look. And whatever these things are, no clue, but they're big and there's a lot of them. And a little closer view of those spindles, turbines, whatever you want to call them, I have no idea. They're big. Now, the manufacturer of this coaster is Setpoint, and they have not made too many attractions, but they did have a prototype of this ride out at their manufacturing facility a couple years ago. So it'll be very interesting to see how it rides, but it's going to give the illusion that you're kind of like in a mine cart, and I'm thinking you might be able to hop certain objects. Better look at some of those I-beam supports that have been delivered. Now, one of the more exciting things, we have new track. And some of you may be wondering what manufacturer? From, well, what we can see, Intamin. We'll give you a better view of this in a couple minutes once we get into the air. If you look closely, you can see some form structures down at the base of this building. And that's going to be a tall building also. Another look from a different vantage point at Donkey Kong. And after switching up locations, here is a much better look at all of the supplies that are in place in the storage lot for Yoshi. We can see track. There's all sorts of anchor bolts, supports, tons of stuff here. Some of the larger supports for the attraction. And there is a gentleman right there on the left for size comparison. Previously, a lot of this was covered up, but crews are getting ready to start taking it over to the main site. So I would expect Yoshi is going to go up very soon. We gotta hand it to the crews. They were working in 98-degree weather with heat indexes upwards of 112. It's gotta feel like a desert out there. In fact, it even looks like it sometimes. While the Progress looks awesome on the ground, let's get into the air for a better view, shall we? Alright, now you guys are going to be able to see just how big this property is. So parking lot is going to be on the right of your screen. And as we pan over to the left, you can see the different lands with all the cranes in the air. Closest to us is going to be Super Nintendo. Just behind that, Monsters. And the furthest away property just to the north, well, that is for the Potter area of the park. And what is this that we see? Yeah, that is the track, baby. And we're going to get a much better view right now. As we swoop around here, again, we think it is Intamin track, possibly Mach, but from what we've seen on shipment documents, it looks like this is Intamin track, and supposedly it's going to be for How to Train Your Dragon in the area that is going to be accompanying with that. Closer view of some of those track pieces, and there is a lot of it. Straight, twisty, bendy, all different types, and there's enough here for maybe half a coaster, if not the full coaster. Much better detailed shot of those segments. From our count, well over 80 are here now, if not more. And if each one is roughly about 30 to 40 feet, well, that's a lot of track, folks. Support segments should be showing up very soon in my guess, and when they do arrive, likely they'll be placed right here next to the track segments already in the storage lot. And I'm thinking there is going to be other coasters also having their track delivered to this lot. It's a fairly large place, so there's plenty of space for other ride parts that will be delivered. As for How to Train Your Dragon, again, lots and lots of track. And one final look, a little bit closer of all that's been delivered, and we are very excited for it. Now let's check out the rest of the park. So as we pan around here, we can see again, Super Nintendo area closest to us. Monsters on the left hand side. There is an expansion area where all those vehicles are parked. We have the area in the very back, again for something Wizarding World Potter related. There will be a coaster dueling just to the right of that. A much closer view of Donkey Kong and the Nintendo area. As we pan back over here, again, just look at all of those cranes in the air. Central Hub is going to have a carousel. There will be a hotel and a mini storage lot here that we can see for Donkey Kong, some supports and track. Another nice close view of all the work going on. Again, Super Nintendo right here, Monsters to the left. Where the lake is, there will be the resort. Potter, Wizarding World over there. And as we pan over, a look at the parking lot and main entrance area. Everything is looking amazing, and crews are really going to pick up the pace if they want to open it by 2025. Of course, we're going to have plenty more updates from here at Epic Universe, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and we'll see you out on the Midway.